What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time since I've done a video for you guys. I've been kind of busy and I just got a new phone, so now I can record in 4K, which is amazing. So, and I can make more videos, which I wasn't making it because my old phone was all broken. So, yeah, anyways, regardless, it's late at night. We are here with the cars. And I'm gonna make a little bit of an update on this car and show you guys what's going on with it because it's becoming very interesting, as you guys can see. So stay tuned and let's check her out. Yeah, guys, so here she is, looking all dirty, but yeah, here she sits. It's a bit of an update for you guys. So I don't even remember how this was left off in the last video, but yeah, this is how the engine bay sits. So let me give you guys a brief update. So got the intercooler mounted, made a bit of a bracket, as you guys can see, a little bit of a support utilizing the stock rad mount, like the rad support. Got some cheap intercooler piping, 3-inch, cut it up. This was actually completely changed, right? Because this manifold was the one on that car, and I changed this manifold too. We swapped them. So this is a 4.5 liter manifold, and I also got a turbola, a nice big turbo. Anyways, but it's not for this car. But anyways, so this is a 4.5 inch intake manifold from Expert Racing, and this one is a 7 liter manifold, which is a dual plenum style manifold. And I decided to swap it so we would actually cut a bit on the piping, because before the piping used to be routed like this all the way, and it was way too busy over here to my liking, and it was blocking some space to the turbo, and it was way too claustrophobic, and I didn't like it how it looked. So yeah, I would rather use a bigger manifold here. It has probably should have better response. So yeah, but yeah, so manifold just got welded actually. I just brought it right now by Mercer. So this manifold brings a 3-inch, not a 3-inch, so it's a 3.5. So it's I believe it's 3.5. It's 90 millimeter. So it brings a 90 millimeter flange, V-band flange, to weld to a V-band 90 millimeter throttle body, cable throttle body, because that's what they use in Brazil. So we had to cut her up. Play with the piping right here, play with the neck of it, the angle, put this 3.5 to 3-inch adapter, which is not the greatest on fitment because it should have been like almost like a 4-inch, but it works. The inside is completely clean. I should have showed you guys. Mercer did a phenomenal job on cleaning it all up. So the inside volume, it's actually perfect and very, very smooth. There's no welding, there's no nothing. It's all cleaned up, and all we need to do is toss this guy a gasket, which we don't have because this is I upgraded from my stock throttle body, the 1.8, which is like a 60 millimeter throttle body stock, to this. This is a 3.6 from an Audi A3. So it's an 82 millimeter Bosch factory unit. So it's a Volkswagen Audi unit. So it's same shit as Bosch. So yeah, I just did the piping, just missing a clamp over here for 3.5 because I only have 3-inch clamps. We got a 5-bar map sensor. We got a new Turbo Smart Raceport blow-off valve, which is very nice. I actually really like it. Put a vibrant catch can on it, which somebody of mine sold me for pretty cheap. Thank you to him. Mercer also made a little bracket for us for this power steering reservoir that I got on eBay, with already fittings welded onto it, all -6 to -8, which routes all the way from over there and goes to the pump. Mercer built also welded right here the fittings for us. -8 at the bottom, -6 going all the way to the rack, which got welded too. Yeah, so it's looking pretty good. I did all the returns on the turbo feed line, deleted the thermostat on it, and we're doing 16 AN lines. I have them here. I haven't mocked that up yet because we need to do the rad in the back. Fuel filters on. Everything is done. I made a bracket for the oil cooler to sit over here on the side, so you guys can see a nice fan to it. Very powerful fan. And yeah, so I also changed the coilovers. These are ICS coilovers. They are like a Civic coilover type of deal. Let me see if I can squeeze in there to show you guys. So yeah, they're like a Civic type of deal with 3 lock rings. Oh, there, perfect. Okay, so like with 3 lock rings. These are custom springs. So these are 16K in the front, 12 in the rear, which is very stiff. Camber tops, which are being changed because these are some crappy ones that are, they're shit. We're just gonna do Comp Brake, which is the same company as these. We're gonna put them here because we're having an issue where, you guys, if I can take this nut, I'm gonna show you. First of all, how this mount here doesn't clamp the strut tower all the way, and the strut brings a M12 thread to it, and this spherical bushing is for an M14. So there is a play on the actual shock thingy that comes here and where I threaded. So there's always going to be play in the shock, and it's not good, so I need to change them. Those spherical bushings, that guy doesn't supply a smaller size, so I don't know why, but anyways, I'm going with a Comp Brake because regardless of anything, it's not hugging the strut tower as it should. And as soon as we tighten these bolts and there's any sort of tension, this changes from being a camber to a caster, which is not good. So I want to keep it as a camber. I don't want it to be as a caster, so it doesn't stay sturdy. To me, it's not safe. So yeah, dual master cylinder, as I think I showed you guys, still the same setup. Manifold still the same. RHP turbo chargers, TB45, a little guy, very spoolie boy. And the only thing we're missing, got a new fuel pressure regulator from TurboSmart, the FPR 2000 horsepower rated, Marshall fuel gauge, pressure gauge. Those 2 bulkhead fittings for the fuel, which are going to be routed into the back. And now the big surprise was that I just got these brand new tires from Zestinos. We're going to try them. It's a, I think, fairly new brand. They're being pretty hot in Australia, so we're going to see how they are. I've had them on the car as a squared setup, but now I'm going to change it up. These are 325s, which are pretty fucking big, but regardless, this is a brand new wheel that I got, which is a 2-forge wheel, which is an 18 by 11. And this sidewall is a bit big, but this is the only tire that they had available, so bear with me. I was in a rush. Also, I did a carbon roof, which made the car, I think, almost 19 pounds lighter, which you guys can see. It's fiberglass core, carbon top. I think it's 18K carbon at the top, so it's very sturdy. I changed the APR wing from my Mark II, and I put it here on the car, which looks phenomenal, and I am gonna rock it. It's just here as a mock-up because the trunk needs to get a bit cut up here on the sides and widen up so that the actual stands, I don't know if you guys can tell, the stands sit inwards, so they need to sit outwards, and they need to have some sort of bracing and attachment and whatever. And the rod will sit here somewhere here facing flat and the fan's kicking all the wind all the way down, which in the future the plan is to have that air that's being tossed down from the rad to sit from in between the gap of the diffuser that we're gonna do. So it'll sit and it'll actually escape with the wind that's being pushed from underneath the car. That's the pipe and the entry that I've done on the door. I believe, I don't know if you guys saw it. Let me squeeze in here for you guys to see. I saw a little bit of a ducting that I put on, very smooth, for the rod. So you'll have a duct, you'll have a pipe all the way there. Let me just show you guys the inside, because I've cleaned up the inside quite a bit. So the inside is a little bit more clean. Still missing the cage. The cage is right here, right there. The bars, the hoops are right there. So this is a SW cages, 10-point chromoly. It's just sitting, just bang on the car, weld it all together. The roof pops off, weld the whole cage, put the roof in, insulate the whole roof, ready to rock. 10-point cage. And yeah, just add a few more supportive stuff. You have plates, you have everything. So this is the interior right now. Sparco Sprint seat, very simple, clean. The fuel cell, which I have the fuel pump and everything kept already, which are going to be mounted somewhere here. The cooler works shifter that I put on, that's already been shown, I believe. Sparco steering wheel, 323, I believe. Oh, the new NRG quick release, which is FSI approved. Okay, let me show it to you, which is pretty amazing. This is very nice, which let me show you guys. It's FSI approved, and this is pretty much the same regular price as your regular NRG quick steering wheels. Cleaned up a bit of the wiring. I believe I just left whatever was necessary to run this ECU at right now. And yeah, so there's a bit more ducting there, which one of them might go to the rad, another one might go to the driver, or both of them will go to the driver, which obviously me. But yeah, I also, in the suspension wise, let me show you. Oh crap, I can't show you. Let me show you. Let me get you the light. Oh, let me show you here in the front too, because I did it in the front. So 25mm new speed sway bar with all the bushings, spherical stuff. And in the rear, there we got a 28mm new speed sway bar. I deleted the brake lines because they're pretty rusted. We gotta get new ones. Painted the calipers, some yellow stock discs because we don't need anything else that's bigger for now. The balance is pretty good. So yeah, I had to get a new rear bumper because the other one is pretty chewed up. But yeah, the car as it sits, I believe it's in around 1,900 pounds without the cage. We weighed it, me and Mercer, with the I believe pretty much what you saw in the last video when it was at 2,045 pounds without some stuff. And yeah, it got a lot more gutted, a lot more. So anyways, yeah. Oh, that's right, I put a quick shifter from Creations Motorsport, I believe. The same guys that do the brake adapters for the calipers. I put billet shifter bushings also too. I need to change the ones for the cables. And the reason why I did the quick shifter was that the stock one didn't really bother me. It's just that it was in the way of the return line. So I had to do it. And yeah, the engine bay looks cleaner. I know there's a lot of stuff that I could have that I don't. Maybe even smaller builds have it, but I go by whatever I need, so I just can't dump everything into it right away. We just do the essential, and then we leave the little things that sometimes matter, sometimes don't, for last. But we try as we go. So yeah, this is a little bit of an update on the car. That's how it's looking. And yeah. So yeah, guys, this is how my Mark IV sits as of this moment. And yeah, hopefully we go testing pretty soon. I'm just waiting for a spot at my buddy's shop to just weld the cage and do a little bit of the wiring on it. And after that, we're gonna go testing. Hopefully, still a bit this year, and maybe do an event. We'll see how it all plays around. Obviously, so for now, that's how the car is sitting right now. Oh yeah, and this is the front end on it, right here. And there's are my spare boxes because they're gonna break. I should get some extra shafts because these big monstrosity of a tire, but stock shafts, beautiful. Anyways, yeah, I'll also see you guys in another video. Hopefully you guys liked it. Let me know if you guys want me to keep up. I'm sorry that the car is still not running, but there is a lot of progress on it. Like I said, I didn't record most of the progress because I didn't have a phone or a camera, and I didn't want to buy a GoPro because I'm still never going to record because it's something that like I don't carry all the time. So at least if I would get a new phone, I can just pull it out. That's what she said. I can always just pull it out and record whenever I feel like it, when I want, when it's convenient for me. So anyways, guys, I hope you liked this video. I hope you guys liked the progress on the Mark IV. And I'll see you guys in another video. Thank you. Ciao.